It's why you're so willing to lay it all on the line. Hit the floor. Feel the pain. It's all been worth it. And look at you now. It's all you think about. It consumes your days. You play for community and tradition. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Some of you will move on to another season or another life. But first, one last dance with this team, these fans, with this great game. Make the moment count. For all the hard work and dedication, this is your chance to shine. Welcome to the tradition of March Madness.
Well, the Breslin Center is going to be packed. It's a Class C championship game. Second of 4 titles on the line, as there definitely is going to be a sea of green in the house of green and white, but a lot of red, white, and blue too, as Olivet from the capital cities area will take on, from the Thumb area, the Unionville-Sebewaing Patroits on FSN. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Bert McLeod with Greg Kelser. A tough act to follow, Class D, of course, an overtime affair won by Rogers, but these two teams are very equal, and Unionville-Sebewaing, or USA as we'll call them a lot today, trying for a rare football, basketball double championship in the same school year.
Well, they're trying to get it done. They got that championship theme going. Had a couple of close calls in the tournament to get here, but they come in season thinking they can go and do the double dip, Fred.
The Patriots were led in the fall by their quarterback, and again so in basketball, the same thing, Jordan Bitzer.
Well, a winner is a winner, and a leader is a leader. And today, Jordan Bitzer will try to lead his USA team to this championship, coming off a nice 34-point effort just a couple of games ago in the quarterfinals. He does a lot of things for this team, and I think in order for them to win today, we're going to have to say his name a lot. He'll need to be on the mark.
He can shoot the 3 ball, he can knock down shots you see there, and today wearing the battle scar of a cut he suffered in that aforementioned quarterfinal game against Detroit Community. But he's a tough guy. You have to be tough to play quarterback, and you have to be tough to win a state championship, and Jordan Bitzer, the junior, certainly knows it. Well, these two teams really kind of mirror image each other. They play the similar kind of basketball. They pressure on defense, they knock down big shots, and certainly Olivet comes in here definitely not wanting to back down in the defensive pressure department.
We do not believe in backing up and letting them pressure us. And if they're going to pressure us, we're going to be right back at them. And that's the mindset our boys have.
If this game is going to be up-tempo, look for a lot of scoring, and that means that Zane Gay is going to have to be a factor. He's the counterpart to Bitzer on the other side. A walking double-double, 22 and 11 points, has a high game of 38 this year, a sensational player and a senior leader.
And he's going to continue to wear green at the college level at EMU. So get ready for a heck of a basketball game. USA knows that Olivet has been talking about a perfect season. They want to spoil that dream.
The whole press thinking they're going to have an undefeated season. Well, let me tell you, you've been in the wars, you've won it already, and you have to be greedy, you have to win it again, and don't look back, okay? Go get the state championship, guys. Win it. 1, 2, 3. Win it!
The MHSAA Boys Basketball Finals in FSN Detroit are brought to you by Bell Tire. Trust us, we'll make you happy you came in. That's a promise. By Gardner White Furniture. We're known by the money you keep. And by Wallside Windows. We can do that. We are the factory. Call 1-800-521-7800. We're, of course, on the campus of Michigan State University and the Breslin Center. Proud home of the State Boys Basketball Finals. Second game up on the docket. Class C. Olivet against USA, or Unionville-Sebewaing area from the Bay City area part of the state. Both crowds are here in full force. Let's get the player introductions now from Eric Oforseth.
And now let's make the starting lineup for today's game between the Eagles of Olivet High School and the Patriots of Unionville-Sebewaing High School. For Unionville-Sebewaing at forward 6'1" junior 11, Justin Johnson. For the Eagles at forward 6'3" junior number 15, Jason Fox. For the Patriots at forward 6'3" junior 23, Steve Cook. For Olivet at forward 6'1" junior 21, Cam Bramer. And center for USA, 6'3" senior number 40, Lance Travis. For the Eagles at center, 6'4" senior 33, Zane Gay. At the guards for Unionville-Sebewaing, 6'2" junior number 5, Jordan Bitzer. For Olivet at guard, 6' junior number 11, Jeff Britton. At the other guard for the Patriots, 5'10" junior number 20, Kyle Richardson. And for Olivet High School at guard, 5'10" sophomore number 13, Joe Post. Olivet, Brian Dart. Coach Unionville-Sebewaing High School, Art Gainford. Officials today, Ryan Hubner, Richard Hendon, and Jordan O'Hagan. Alternate at the table, Mike Meisner.
So Brian Dart, in his 5th year at the helm as a head coach, was a high school basketball player in the UP himself, nearing 100 victories, averaging almost 20 wins a year at the helm. And his counterpart, Mark Gainford, who also played basketball, and he did it for his alma mater, Unionville-Sebewaing, in his 9th year as head coach. And they have been glittering over the last 3 years, 62-11. Our road to the finals, including the quarterfinals, Olivet had to get past Shelby and then Albion to get here to the title game. Meanwhile, Unionville-Sebewaing survived Detroit Community in the final half-minute, then won handily over Negaunee, and they are in the championship game. Only 4 other schools have won football, basketball titles in the same school year. USA tried to do it. Inside Bramer, strong to the hole, looking for a 3-point play, 4 seconds into the game.
That was a set play off the tip. Call it go. You tip forward, a pass to the wing, and then attack the basket. And they got more out of this than they anticipated. A 3-point opportunity with Cam Bramer going strong.
The junior averages 18 points a game. They rely on him a lot. And he starts off with a 3-point play.
And here comes the pressure. Both teams promising to play their style.
Inside, Bramer had it blocked. Great play by Bitzer. And a finish and a foul.
Wow.
Bramer with strength again. He's looking for the first 6 points of the game.
We promise you this is not half-court basketball, but everything that has happened on this end so far because of the tenacity and, in this case, the stick-to-itiveness of Bramer. Scores the game's first 6 points in what, 7 seconds?
Is he going to let anybody else play? Bitzer, the quarterback, on the money, a touchdown pass to Richardson, who scores.
Wow.
Basket by number 20,
6-2.
And
Richardson.
now here comes USA's pressure.
Bitzer, a steal. First one to 100 is going to win this thing.
And that might come in the third quarter.
7.5 to go in the 4th. We have 8 points combined already. Bitzer was denied. That's Lance Travis. Richardson on the save. Travis in the post, he's very strong. He was in a traveling mode. Thought there might have been an Olivet foul. So the Eagles get it back. On to catch it, Zane Gay. Breaking the pressure. Lead feed to Fox. And now Olivet in motion. Gay, fake the pass, scored. No, they're going to take it away. It's a travel. Foul on Zane Gay, the
Olivet
senior.
foul on the play.
Gay with a nice
33,
pump fake.
Zane Gay.
Dribble drive all the way
His
to the hole, but
first-
you got to know
first
where
team
you are.
foul.
More importantly, you got to know where
Player
those
control
defenders are as they set themselves to try to draw those charges. And Gay needs to stay on the floor and avoid foul trouble.
Bitzer, good job, although he had to dribble it off his foot. Bitzer, a dangerous outside threat as he goes to work. Shows the balance, put it up too hard. Rebound to Olivet. Quick kick out. Down the floor, Joe Poster, point guard. Had it deflected out of bounds. Olivet will keep it.
Now again, both teams promising we're not backing down, we're playing our style. So that means both teams like the pressure, both teams like to hit the quick hitter, the early opportunity, and if that remains consistent, you will have a lot of scoring in this game. Also gonna have a lot of tired players.
Bramer spinning into double trouble. Missed a shot. Rebound Travis in heavy traffic. Over the back foul on Post.
Eagle foul 13. Post his first second team foul.
Neither school has won a state high school basketball championship before. So into uncharted waters here.
You cannot pick the ball up against pressure either way.
Bitzer to Travis. The spin move. And Lance Travis will go to the line looking for two.
Olivet
Jason
foul
Fox picked up the
15.
foul.
Fox his first 13th foul.
So Travis,
Shooting foul.
well, if you're thinking looks like a football player, you're right. He was the Class
Gets
C
two.
Football Player of the Year and helping the Patriots to the football championship at the Silverdome. He's going to play football at Grand Valley. He's got one more coming. An 11-point per game score. And he split the pair. 6-3. Gay with a good job against the pressure. Open jumper. It's down for Jeff Britton.
We got to know that Britton can hit that outside shot. And he sort of snuck right along that right wing area over
Basket
there.
by Britton,
That was totally
assist Gay.
unguarded, unaddressed in that situation.
Steve Cook broke the pressure. Bitzer leans, scores. Jordan Bitzer
Jordan Bitzer for two.
down the floor, the catch. Bramer scores.
Well, that's one way to break pressure and to break it fast.
Bramer.
Just look up the floor and throw the long bomb.
Cam Bramer has 8 of the 11 points for Olivet.
All layups. Man-to-man defense when they're called to set up Olivet.
Travis came to the basketball. Bitzer passed up a possible three. Leans again. Tough little shot.
You know, he's very good with those suspension
Number
shots.
5, Jordan
Britton-
Bitzer.
Bitzer, excellent body control.
Ball stolen by Bitzer. He's all over the place. Looking down the floor, Richardson. But I think he traveled. Yep. Good idea as they were trying to go the length of the floor without the ball being dribbled. And Olivet gets it back. 12 of the 14 players for USA played on the football team. And that really comes in handy this time of year. Bitzer, a tough little shot.
Well, he's very good at the suspension shot.
Feather jumper goes by Jeff Britton.
11.
So he's can two.
Jeff Britton.
But right
Basket
now,
by Britton.
USA being made to pay for pressing because they are not getting everybody covered. And that person they leave open is the person with the basketball shooting in most cases.
Steve Cook, the lefty, hits it for three.
3 for 23. Steve Cook.
So the 6'3 junior cuts it to 13-10. Pressure again. Bramer, zip pass inside to get.
That's too easy. That is
Basket by
incredibly
Zane
easy.
Gay. Assist
Right now, if
Bramer.
you break the initial surge of pressure from USA, you've got numbers going the other way.
Bitzer keeping the ball on string. Found Travis. Lance puts it down. Count the bucket.
Yes.
Looking for a
On the
three-point
basket.
play.
And
Lance
ditto the
Travis.
other way.
Well, we talked
Eagle
about that at the top of the
foul, 21,
telecast and how they
Bramer,
mirror
his
each
14th
other
foul.
in style.
Well, the idea, break the initial
Travers
surge
gets
of pressure. And then when you cross half court, you should have numbers because the most pressure that you're going to find is up front. You inbounds the ball and then that next pass. After that, usually you're going to have numbers in your favor.
So it remains 15-12. post on the post feed to Gay. And Zane was fouled.
Patriot foul, Bitzer, his first 13th foul.
Bitzer with his first foul. At this frenetic defensive
At the
pace,
line.
fouls could be a problem for
Zane
both
Gay
teams.
gets
Yeah,
2.
the depth of both teams could be tested. And when you look at USA and talk about their depth, Fred, not a lot of guys play. I mean, they got guys that can come off the bench, but they get short minutes. The bulk of their minutes will be played by those starters. So we'll watch the fatigue and see if it becomes a factor. You can say pretty much the same for Olivet as well. They don't get a whole lot off of their bench.
5-point game. Travis, or Cook rather, missed a shot. Rebound hustled for by Post. And the Patriots will keep the basketball. We get a timeout.
Timeout.
To slow things down. Hey, Olivet may not have won a football championship, but they can run the post pattern. Just ask Cam Bramer. So far, Olivet feeling good about their chances here. You see the Gardner White school profile. Just over 400 students with a proud tradition academically and athletically. And so far, showing the ability to share the basketball.
Well, they're getting a lot of easy attempts, and that's why they're shooting 75% so far in this game. Again, you see the initial surge of pressure up front, break that, and you've got numbers in your favor. A 2-on-1 exchange for Olivet.
They've assisted on 5 of the 6 buckets so far. And 4 of them have been layups. Inside, shot is missed. Justin Johnson couldn't convert. Here comes Jeff Britton. Gay to the hole. Switch to the left hand.
Notice that time,
Zane Gay.
got inside, made sure the lane was clear before laying it up. That time did not run anybody over, where last time Gay went inside, made the basket, but it was wiped out by a charge.
7-point lead, biggest. Bitzer, a lean, and a charge.
That's my point right there, Fred. You can't be content to just beat the guy that's covering you, because help side defense is coming. Here, Bitzer, he's beat his guy, but there's the help side defense in the presence of Joe Post. And a foul now on Bitzer, who can't pick up anymore.
Coach has got to leave him on the floor. He's so critical to the ball club, but he's got to really be careful. See if Olivet tries to go at him. Although a zone now to perhaps try to protect him. Gay, 3-point range. Not quite on that one. Rebound pulled down by Cook. Bitzer on the give off. Richardson missed a 3-ball. Rebound in heavy traffic. And it belongs to Olivet.
Here's the other thing to consider with Bitzer. He loves those suspension shots, those runners, those leaners that sometimes leave you vulnerable to picking up charging fouls. So he has to be careful. May have to alter his game even a little bit right now to stay out on the floor. If he stays out there, they may decide to substitute.
Well, he can hit the 3-ball. He had 8 of them in the quarterfinals. They have to become more perimeter oriented. Ball inside, toss, Bramer on a finish. So Cam has a 10-point first quarter.
Assist Gay.
Last 6 points to Olivet, they lead by 9. Spot up, Richardson again. Missed a 3-ball. Gay with a rebound. Bramer, the slasher, hops inside. He continues his onslaught.
Tell you what, Bramer is very good. Right now you've got Gay, who gets a lot of the pub, but they would not be where they are were it not for Cam Bramer playing in support.
Timeout of 30.
They had a game recently in the quarterfinals in which they combined for 73 points, those two guys.
Well, they're working in great tandem here today. The unselfishness there, Gay gives it up. Bramer negotiating inside. He has quick feet.
Those two have 18 of the 23 points so far, so Unionville-Sebewaing will have to call upon that football experience in the championship game here to keep their composure and keep things tight.
I think, Fred, they're going to have to pick their spots when the press and trap. because right now they're vulnerable when they do that, and that's leaving Olivet with wide open shots as they continue to blister the net, shooting at over 70%.
USA's gone over 2 minutes now without a bucket. Need one here, down 11. Zach Retzler checks in now for the Patriots. There's 32, he's under the bucket. Taking over for Bitzer. In the corner, and a foul on the three-point try. So 3 free throws coming up. Justin Johnson will toe the line.
Eagle foul, 11. Britton his first, 15th foul.
First foul on Jeff Britton.
Johnson gets 3.
In case you're just tuning in, Rogers had a young man, Jalon Perriman, at the end of regulation needed to hit 3 free throws to force overtime, but he did.
The first one danced and rocked up there, and then finally went through, and then he drained the next 2 without moving the net.
And it's tough anytime to do the hat trick like this, but to do it with a game on the line, pretty amazing
number
stuff.
41, Dustin Campbell, and 25, Carson Messenger. For Britton
Dustin
and
Campbell
Post,
checks in
one
for Olivet.
shot.
And how about that? 3 straight free throws for Justin Johnson.
Gets the deficit back under 10 for USA.
Zane Gay, short on the 3 try. Here come the Patriots. And a travel violation gives it right back to Olivet. Carson Messenger also off the bench now for the green-clad Eagles. Patriots have coughed it up 5 times. It's been a problem. Coming up in a minute to play in the first. Mid post, Zane Gay turns. Rebound, one-handed, a good job by Johnson. Cook, a lot of dribbling. Needs some help. And a timeout is the help he got. 20-second timeout.
Timeout, Unionville-Sebewaing High School, 30-second timeout.
Well, when the pressure comes, again, USA has to realize you cannot dribble through that pressure. Move the ball via the pass. And if you do that briskly enough, you too will end up with some open opportunities and some easy shots on the other end.
Well, Mark Gainforth certainly does not minimize at all the effect of winning a football championship for these guys.
I think it's huge. They've been here. They've made the run in football. It's dramatic at the end when you play in the Silver Dome. So coming in here to Breslin Arena, I mean, the kids were relaxed. Like you said, they've been on this stage before. So I think it's been a definite benefit for them.
It certainly helps in pressure situations. Cook was fouled on the drive. I'm sure that football mentality helped them.
Olivet
They beat
foul,
Detroit
41,
Community in the
Dustin
quarterfinals
Campbell, his
in the
first,
final 30 seconds.
16
Beat
foul.
Harper
Counted
Woods from
foul.
the Detroit area in the regional finale with free throws with 5 seconds left. So they've had some real tough hurdles to cross before they got here to the Breslin Center. That's Cook on a nice little spin move. Missed the shot though, rebound inside heavy traffic. And a loose ball foul goes against USA. It's on Retzler.
Yeah, right now you got USA
Patriot
just buying
foul,
time
32.
until Bitzer can get back out on the floor. He's saddled with those 2
Retzler,
fouls
his
sitting on the
first
bench
15
over there.
foul.
So they're asking Steve Cook to be the guy who spearheads
And
the
for
attack.
Olivet, number 13, Post.
Joe Post returns. He's only a sophomore. Takes over for Campbell. 8-point game, Eagles basketball. Ringer once more. A glutton for points. He's got 14 in the first
21,
quarter.
Cam
He is
Bremer
tearing that
for
right
2.
side of the floor up. And they'd do well to send him to his left because right now, if he gets right hand, he's by his defenders.
Richardson tries again. He's 0 for 3 from that spot. Fox down the floor. Kramer ran out of time, and he goes, oh, I didn't realize the clock was winding down that quick. Meanwhile, the Patriots are thinking, hey, he scored enough points already, 14. The Olivet Eagles thinking about their first ever championship in a perfect season. But the Patriots will have something to say about it 8 minutes in the books. Well, an MHSAA first, high school students doing play-by-play via the internet, and from Bloomfield Hills Andover High School, PJ and George on the call. Let's listen in.
They have not been able to get into their groove right now, only managing 15 points in the first quarter.
I agree. Well, it's not over for each of the Patriots. It's only a 10-point game. We still got 3 quarters to play here. Jordan Bitzer, the captain for the Patriots, has the ball right now, kicking it out to Steve Koch. The Patriots. Actually, that's Lance Travis. Sorry about that. Lance Travis will give it to number 1 of the Patriots. Sorry, Ben Hope kicks it out, and it'll end up with Lance Travis again inside the paint. Lance Travis will shoot and score. He had pretty good defense there by Zane Gay. He still seemed to be able to convert it for points there. Olivet with the ball, driving once again. Kicks it out to number 15, Jason Fox. Jason Fox to drive, kick it out to Zane Gay. Zane Gay will shoot and score. Good move there by Zane Gay. As he'll have 8 points now, 27-17. Eagles lead the Patriots. 23, Steve Koch drives inside the paint. Ooh, the crowd is not happy with this call.
I'll tell you what, I would have loved to have that opportunity in high school to do play-by-play, although I was busy trying to fulfill my basketball career. But what a great program. You can dial them up on MLive on the internet to listen to high school play-by-play and the high school state championships. Way to go, guys. So at the line will be Steve Cook in a 27-17 game.
For USA, you've got
Olivet foul number 15.
Jordan
Jason
Bitzer
Fox
back
is
out on the
second.
floor, playing with the 2 fouls, and we'll watch him, we'll track him to see just how long he can stay out there without getting into any further difficulty.
Players on both teams filled out questionnaires before the game. One of those questions, most memorable moment, obviously for Steve winning the state football championship. I'm sure a lot of the guys for the Patriots put down the same answer. Zane Gay almost walked. Great footwork.
33, Zane Gay.
29-17 Olivet. Ball thrown away. Bitzer is back out there. Nice save. Ahead to Ben Hoppy. Wrestler puts it up. Rebound to Olivet.
So this pace looks more comfortable for Olivet.
Britt misfired on the 3. An attempted save by Fox goes out of bounds. And the Patriots get it back.
You know, it's just like in a fight, Fred. You get 2 punchers. Well, one of those punches punches a little harder than the other. Well, the one that's getting pummeled may have to revert to being a boxer. Well, right now, you've got USA, which likes to run, but this is not a pace they're comfortable with.
Off the pressure, they score. Zane Gay on the foul.
Zane Gay.
The full court pressure obviously bothering USA. Bitzer had it picked away. Here comes Gay again. 2 straight turnovers. Zane Gay scores.
33, Zane
And
Gay.
Olivet scoring in bunches right now, forcing a timeout for Unionville-Sebewaing. They've scored 18 of the last 23 points the Eagles have.
Unionville-Sebewaing area high school
Timeout with 6:21 to play in the second quarter, and the Patriots somehow have to solve this defensive juggernaut known as the Olivet Eagles. Back in a moment. Well, Patriot pride on display here in the Class C finals, but right now Unionville-Sebewaing on the short end of a 33-17 score, but lots of time left here in the second quarter.
Well, here Olivet getting full use of their full court trap. Mistake number 1, you get caught right here along that baseline and sideline. So the ball will come inbounds. Now here comes the pressure. You know it's coming. You have got to get rid of the basketball now. If you wait till it really gets strong, now you try to get rid of the ball and you can't. The pass gets deflected and another easy basket in the open court after a turnover for Olivet. They've been living on that so far.
Half-court pressure this time. Richardson inside, came up shy. Rebound in heavy traffic. Travis too strong. Rebound to Bitzer. Lean, scores. Jordan
Basket by 5, Jordan
great body
Bitzer.
control. He's got 6. Bramer on the show and go, lost it. Bitzer, one man to beat. Post with a knockaway. Otherwise, an easy bucket. Jordan scored anyway.
Bitzer.
He's very good, and he can get his team back into the game as long as he doesn't pick up another foul.
Zane Gay tries for 3. Too strong. Rebound. Bitzer in traffic.
He's doing everything, and you can see the temperature or the emotion or the composure of his team rise when he's on the floor.
Bitzer for 3. Rimmed out. Rolled down by Fox. Almost dribbled into double trouble. Long bomb to the corner. It's down. Jeff Britton for 3. His second try.
Man, weapons everywhere for Olivet.
Bitzer snaps the pass inside to Travis on the dribble.
40. Basket
Took some
by
strike
Lance
there
Travis.
on that pass of 40 feet.
You know what, Fred? I will say this. I think the USA is a better running team when Bitzer's on the floor, right there.
At that time, he did throw it behind Ben Hoppy.
In for Olivet, number 41, Dustin Campbell, and 25.
I mean, nobody hustles more than Bitzer does. Jordan Bitzer right there, number 5. All over the place, anticipating. And clearly, they're a better team when he is out there leading them. Everybody's effort seems to go up there. Composure goes up. Can he stay out there? It's the question.
Near steal that time. Bramer tries for 3. It's off. Rebound, pulled down. And a loose ball foul is going to go against Olivet that time. Hoppy was the first man to the ball for USA.
Olivet foul, 41.
Foul assessed to Dustin Campbell.
His second, 18th foul.
Second foul on Dustin.
For USA.
So with 4:39 to play in the second quarter, into the bonus goes Unionville-Sebewaing, and Hoppy has a 1-on-1 coming.
Hoppy's one of the few guys who
gets 1.
Gets considerable minutes off the bench, gives them 2 points a game, but in the game because of his hustle, especially on the defensive end. Knocking down that free throw.
He gets the bonus.
And has one more coming now.
12-point game. We'll be very happy, USA, to get it back under 10 and work from there. Try to surge towards the halftime.
He splits it. In the quarterfinal against Detroit Community, USA was down 10 points with 3 minutes to go and still rescued the game. Gay hops into a shot. Rebound, Travis. Bitzer wants to run. Great skip feed on the run. And a foul on Olivet as Hoppy on the lane fill.
Did you see the pass by Bitzer? You can tell he's a quarterback because he knows when to get it there. He gave it up early and gave Hoppy right here a chance to decide what he wanted to do. And Hoppy able to explode into his shot before the defense was set. I always enjoyed playing with point guards who would give the ball up early and let me have options.
Yeah, wasn't there a guy here at Michigan State that kind of did that kind of thing?
He was the best ever.
He would throw that skip feed so many times. Magic Johnson, of course. Fox returns for Olivet. So Hoppy, another one coming. Speaking of Irving Magic Johnson, he's 33, right alongside Special K. Retired numbers here.
You know, Fred, those numbers were retired maybe about a month after we won the championship, which makes me wonder why Ohio State is just getting around to retiring the number of John Havlicek.
Yeah, and Jerry Lucas was, I think, a year or two ago from the 60 championship team. In the post, Bramer hops into a shot. It was contested. Rebound, Bramer again. Blocked from behind. Here comes Bitzer. Looking to run. 4-on-3. Richardson, a nice catch. Travis, strong. Couldn't get it to go. Out of bounds, and it belongs to Olivet.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That was a good break and good hands by Travis. Travis had to use so much energy to hawk that ball down. He didn't have enough left to make the shot, but a tremendous catch. Look at this. And he nearly had enough strength to get it up there. But easily, USA playing better now.
Olivet continues to shoot it very well. Campbell gave it up. Ryan Story, 31 in the ballgame for the first time, and a tray is drained by Gay.
For 33, Zane Gay.
Zane has 17. Ball stolen again. Gay misfires. Here comes Unionville-Sebewaing. Olivet just forces you into that frenetic pace. Bitter for 3. Rebound chased down by Gay.
Fred, you're right, but when you're taking the basketball out of bounds, you don't have to hurry. So that last turnover, truly unforced. You can run the baseline and find an opening so that you don't get your pass tipped.
Bramer, good look inside. Fox nowhere to go. And a foul as Dustin Campbell put it up. And Dustin goes to the line for a couple here. Foul on Richardson.
Patriot foul 20. Richardson, his first.
First foul on Kyle.
Foul.
And you get a look at a sophomore.
Shooting
Dustin
foul.
Campbell.
Campbell gets 2.
Olivet about a half hour away from the Breslin Center. So they have helped pretty much fill this arena. Although a very, very good crowd for
45.
Mark Gainsworth's USA Patriots. But the Class C game, and there is really not a seat to be had in the house. And 2 more games to follow, Class A and Class B. Campbell makes it 41-25. Travis in the post wanted it. Ball was knocked away. Kept by the Patriots. Nope, on a turnover. On the sideline, it was Ben Hoppy.
Problem there was the angle. It wasn't a very good angle to try to feed the post. And then it was a lazy bounce pass that was easily deflected. And ultimately the ball goes back over to Olivet, who's trying to build on this 16-point lead.
Under 2.5 left to go in the half, and the USA chant goes up. Bramer gave it up. Campbell misfires. Rebound over the back foul is going to be on Fox. Jason got a little body contact.
Eagle
Third foul on Jason.
Fox.
So he'll probably have to come off the floor here.
Team foul on Olivet.
10th team
bonus
foul,
on
which
for
means the double bonus now in
Unionville-Sebewaing.
effect for the rest of the half.
At the line
For Unionville-Sebewaing.
Lance Travis gets 2.
As Gay gets ready to check back in with Britton. Lance Travis, 1 of 2 is down.
And for the Eagles,
Gay returns. He is 4 points shy, by the way, of 2,000 for his career. Bramer gets a rest and a hand after his 14-point explosion in the first quarter. Lance Travis makes twice. So he's got a good little ball game going with 9 points, 41-27. Unionville-Sebewaing with the pressure. Bitzer with a deflection. Eagles keep it. Mitch Parkinson checks in for Olivet for the first time. Ball stolen. Justin Johnson with a theft. Travis hops inside. Tough shot. Scores with a strong finish.
Oh, Lance Travis with the quick feet that time. And he had the strength to finish. USA trying to make a surge. They're back to within 12.
Gay no-looked it. Trey tried. Pulled off by Gay. Good look inside. Parkinson who scores. Mitch Parkinson with the left hand.
Parkinson from Gay.
His first field goal, 43-29.
Boy, Olivet knows how to take the wind out of your bubble, don't they?
They sure do. They've done it repeatedly here. Travis continues to work hard. Rebound again. Looking down the floor. But the defense dropped back.
Gay is 6'4", but he plays much taller than that.
Long one for Britton for 3. Jeff has 3 trays.
Jeff Britton.
7 points per game. But if you leave him open, he'll hurt you. And he'll hurt you far worse than 7 a game.
Crossover move. Bitzer to the Hoya to finish.
Yes, on the basket.
Don't be dismayed about a 17-point gap. We had that same differential in the first game, and it went to overtime.
Olivet fouls 11.
Here's Bitzer
His
again.
second.
And has he taken a shot yet where he's had both feet set? Everything right down the
At the
lane,
line.
but excellent body
Bitzer
control
gets
and
one.
concentration. to hit the shot on the move.
How much of that is natural, or is he working on that?
I think, I think a lot of that has to be natural, but you also have to work on it. If that is your tendency, then you have to practice it. So it would not surprise me at all if he takes those each day in practice.
Jordan cuts it back to 14. Bramer cut off. He's mainly a slasher. He's very strong to the hole. Olivet with a half-minute left. Bramer fouled from behind. So he'll go to the line. That's the 17th foul.
20, Richardson. That is his second 17th foul. Bonus on for Olivet.
So now, finally, Olivet gets into the 1-on-1.
Bramer gets one shot. Bonus on.
Cam has yet to score in this quarter after getting the 14 in the first.
I think that points to the diversity of this team in terms of their many guys who can hurt you. One guy gets 14, you shut him off, so someone else just takes his place.
Cam misfires. Unionville-Sebewaing. Chance now to maybe get the final bucket of the half. They trap Bitzer. Broke it easily with the pass. Travis leans. Missed the rim rattler. But a loose ball foul inside on the Patriots.
USA
stops the clock with
23.
13 seconds to go.
18th foul.
Cook picked up the foul. And back to the line go the Eagles. This time, Dustin Campbell. He's already hit twice.
Campbell on the line gets one shot with a bonus on.
Olivet, first time in the boys championship finals. They've been to the semis twice.
And 43, Joey Wilson.
I figure this might be their best crack to win it all.
They have certainly got the tools. I'm impressed with the way they move the basketball and certainly the way they pressure to get extra opportunities, causing turnovers.
Campbell is 4-4 from the line. 48-32. Carson Messenger on the defensive pressure for Olivet. Bitzer, the pull-up, the fadeaway, rattles out. Travis got a piece of it. And Olivet corrals the rebound at the horn. The Eagles led by 10 after 1 and lead now by 16 at the half.
I think if you're USA, you go into the locker room, you have to determine whether or not you're going to continue to try and up-tempo it against a team who does it a little bit better than you do.
The Eagles with a big crowd on hand, giving them something to cheer about for sure here in the first half. So strike up the band here at the half of the Class C championship game. Olivet leading 48-32 on FSN Detroit. Back at the sold-out Breslin Center here on the campus of Michigan State, we're halfway through the Class C championship. Detroit Rogers won Class D, and the Olivet Eagles halfway toward a possible title in Class C. But a lot to be said from the USA Patriots before it's done. Bud McLeod, Greg Kelser with you. We talked at the top of the telecast how these two teams like to have pressure defensive mindsets. What's been the difference in Olivet handling it versus Unionville-Sebewaing?
Well, I think that the quicker team and even the more athletic team is Olivet. So they're more geared to this fast tempo, and they're getting a lot of turnovers, and they're turning them into quick points. And you really got to be impressed with the tandem of Zane Gay and Bramer, Cam Bramer, playing really well.
And obviously when Olivet does get the ball into the half court, they lean on their guy who is third in the voting for Mr. Basketball, Zane Gay.
When he gets the basketball, we said he's 6'4", but he plays so much bigger than that. Here with the ball handling, negotiating his way inside. That's called creating your own offense. You can do that with the best of them. Off to a nice start, under control, really just controlling the pace of this game for Olivet.
But Gay and Bramer certainly have been a 1-8-2 punch all season long, and they continue to be so in this ball game. Bramer, 14 points in the first quarter, stayed with him here, didn't he? Back in a moment.
Boys basketball.
Beauty of the MHSAA as they continue to recognize student athletes and athletes in general, along with students, and John Keating has more.
Boys lacrosse.
All right, Fred, thank you. The competitors in the state of Michigan on this day are not limited to what you will see on the court here at the Breslin Center this day. There is also competition among those who watch student athletes. There was a competition staged by the Michigan Association of Broadcasters Foundation in concert with the MHSAA to come up with a video public service announcement. Here is your winner.
I don't do drugs.
Because if I did,
I wouldn't be able to
do this. I have dreams.
Well, that is a question that is being asked by all of the athletes on the floor here at the Breslin Center this day and by their friends and families as well. Do you dream? That was the video handiwork of a junior at Hazlitt High School, Brad Kern, the winner of this public service announcement contest, and the young man joins us now. Congratulations. Tell me how you came up with this particular idea.
Well, a lot of PSAs are kind of like, don't do this or don't do that. But I wanted to do something that was a little more positive, and so I said, if you do this, then you can do this. So like, if you don't do drugs, then you can participate in sports, and that was really how I wanted to bring across my message.
How much work is involved in this from start to finish? How long did that project take you?
Probably taping it probably took the longest. Spent about 4 hours just taping it, and then about 3 hours putting it together.
So you've learned this television thing isn't so easy. Isn't that the lesson that you learned, Brad?
Oh, yeah. But it's a lot of fun, so.
And the reaction that you have, I know you did very well in a class at school on this project. Were you surprised to learn that there was an audience beyond Hazlitt High School for your message?
I guess it kind of surprised me. I really hadn't intended on creating the PSA for a competition. It just happened to fit the category, and yeah, pretty good.
Are there student athletes that you know that have seen it that have reacted to it?
A lot of my friends at Hazlitt, especially the ones who worked on it with me and were in it, saw it and they really liked it, and they said it was a change from what they normally see. So.
And what do you want to do with this particular television experience that you've had now? It's not even a place you want to go.
It could be. I have a lot of interests, and whatever I end up doing, I think it would be useful to be able to produce and television things and tapes and that kind of thing.
Well done. Congratulations. We appreciate your time here today. So there you go, Fred. The winners, not just on the court at the Breslin Center. There are some winners in the classroom in the state of Michigan as well. Back to you.
All right, John, thanks very much. Good job, Brad. Congratulations on that wonderful spot and the message that you have sent. Well, we're almost moments away from the start of the third quarter. Certainly the Patriots could use a few more of these, like an easy bucket from Travis. Well, Olivet averaged 73 points a game during the regular season. They have 48 here at the half, and they lead Unionville-Sebewaing by 16. Let's check our bell tire halftime stats. Olivet, a very healthy 56% from the floor.
So much of that off of turnovers, which usually end up with layups. And when you look at the three-point shooting, you'll see right now that it's doing USA very little good. All of the fast break points again off the turnovers, so it's very clear what USA needs to do.
Possession, Olivet High School.
Olivet to win by the basketball. Good ball denial by the Patriots, and they force the turnover. Here comes Cook. Good start for USA and a score.
Basket by 23. Steve Cook.
I'm sure they were challenged at halftime. I'm sure their coach talked to them about adversity and being able to overcome it, and that's a nice start to the half if you're USA.
Inside, Bramer with strength.
21, Cam Bramer for 2.
A ton of points in that paint area, Olivet.
Inside, Travis lands with some strength, and he finished.
40,
He's got 13.
Travis.
Travis is 6'3", but he's strong, and you know, when he hits you, you're going to bounce off. ball handling right there, Gay.
Travel violation, gives it back now to USA.
USA looking to put something together and sustain it really for the first time in this game. They have not had any type of run.
Opening minute of play of the second half. Olivet with a save. Here come the Eagles. Long bomb for three, Zane Gay. Reimer in heavy traffic and the strength. That's why he's an all-state football player.
Some would say he's playing in the shadow of Gay. I don't think so. He plays in no one's shadow. He's a good basketball player.
He's a junior. He'll be the main guy next year. We have a foul inside. And Richardson goes to the line for two.
Olivet foul, 13 post. His third first team foul.
So Kyle has a couple coming.
2 shots.
Been on the varsity the last couple of years.
Richardson gets one
As
more.
a sophomore.
In for
See the
Olivet,
concern written on the
25.
face of Coach Gainford.
Carson Messenger.
Mark played for USA as a player. In fact, 2 of his teammates are dads as they watch their young Patriots. And one of those was Kyle Richardson's dad. So Kyle has 4, 52-37. Good ball pressure. Zane Gay was picked up at the 3 line. Chose not to go at Cook.
He still wants to go after him, but out of the post.
And partially blocked by Steve Cook. Good challenge. USA has turned it up defensively. Bitcher squares up, misfires. And a loose ball foul is going to go against Unionville-Sebewaing.
Olivet
Sets on
foul,
Olivet.
21, Bramer, his second team
Bramer
foul.
picked up the foul.
Allen foul.
Second on Cam. So Bitzer on the inbound. Jordan floats. Rebound, fought for. It belongs to Fox, and now indeed a reach-in foul from Unionville-Sebewaing.
That's on Bitzer.
USA foul
That's
number
his
5.
third.
Bitzer, his third first team foul.
He did a good job earlier after picking up 2 fouls.
How often do you see this? You miss what you think is a chip shot, and then you go back, and now really frustration setting in. As Bitzer picks up 3, but I think he has to stay out on the floor. They're down 15. They're not as good without him. So now you got to trust Bitzer to not get any more fouls for a while.
Perimeter passing for the Eagles. In the post, Zane Gay blocked though by Bitzer.
Whoa, he took a chance.
At 6'2", he went up and swatted. Bitzer a touch speed on the run and a fast break completion by Steve Cook.
Defense to offense, and is keyed by the block right inside of Bitzer.
Cam Bramer jumps. Continues his outstanding game. He's got 20.
Red time, and again in this game, Olivet will just not let anything get going for Unionville-Sebewaing. Now, here's that gutsy block because he's playing with those 3 fouls. Can't afford to pick up the 4th this early. And it leads to the break opportunity. And there have been very few easy, uncontested shots. Certainly not a lot of transition points for Unionville-Sebewaing in this game.
Jordan Bitzer, we showed you at the top of the telecast, the football quarterback that led the Patriots to the championship. Michigan and Central Michigan both considering him down the road as a college football quarterback. How about that?
Well, he knows how to lead, that's for sure.
Detroit Rogers has already claimed their 3rd championship and an incredible game-winning shot in overtime. Class A coming up at 4, Holt and Romulus. That'll be a good one. And Class B, you'll see a tape delay at 1 a.m. tonight. Grand Rapids South Christian trying for another title.
Fred, that Class D game, and I've been thinking, That may be the best game high school-wise that I've ever seen. I mean, it had drama, it had heartbreak, heroes, the whole thing.
Check out the Detroit Sports Report. They'll have highlights of all the games, including the phenomenal finish today to Rogers' victory. You got to see that shot if you've missed it. PSR at 10:30 tonight. Zane Gay on the lean.
33, basket by Zane Gay.
So Zane has 19 and a steal. Gay misfire. Ball goes off USA.
Once again, USA has to realize that when you're taking it out underneath their basket, after a made basket, you can run the baseline. You don't have to just stand there and try to pass over the top of a tall guy.
Zane Gay fights it up. Rebound, chipped out to Olivet. Entry pass knocked away by Cook. Steve has really been active in this third quarter at the defensive end of the floor. But it's still Olivet basketball. 56-39. In a zone, Sebewaing. Kramer off the collision, misfired. Rebound in heavy traffic, and a follow-up is good by Carson Messenger.
Carson Messenger
Went
on
up
the
amongst
rebound.
trees and got that one and finished it.
Bitzer on the run and some contact and a blocking foul. Goes against Carson Messenger.
You know, even when guys come into the game who don't normally get a lot of playing time, like 5'8" junior Carson Messenger, they're still able to deliver. This is a complete team, the Olivet Eagles.
Carson says previously meeting his girlfriend was his biggest high school moment. Well, that could be topped today. Miles apart. Actually, Sebewaing is the bigger town, and you can see the enrollment established back in 1972. There they are from the Thumb area, and they come here in search of a championship to go with their football trophy in the school trophy case. But Olivet doesn't seem to want to help. Bitzer comes up short. Rebound. Loose ball comes out to the white shirts. Cook was tripped, no foul. Messenger kept it going. Zane Gay hops inside, he traveled. So the turnover gives it back to Unionville-Sebewaing. Pressure applied, broken by the pass. Richardson needs a three ball. Again, it popped out on him. Kyle has tried 4 of those trays today without any success. Been around the rim.
He's got to keep shooting, though, because that's what he can do to provide some relief for his team. That was a good shot. Good look. Just did not drop for him.
And a holding foul inside. Goes against Unionville-Sebewaing.
USA foul 23. Cook, yes.
Steve Cook picked up his second foul. Second team foul on the Patriots. Pass went off the shoulder of Zane Gay, but was he fouled? Officials conferring. And it belongs to Unionville-Sebewaing. Bitzer into Lance Travis. Strong post player.
40.
And Lance has 15.
Travis.
He'll be a college football defensive end and showing the footwork there.
And the strength, because he didn't get very much off the ground. $17-point deficit for USA. Not insurmountable at all. They've got to get things going hurriedly here.
Now back into the man-to-man. Under 2.5 to play in the third. Olivet content to burn some clock here. Zane Gay pops for three. Rebound to the floor to Travis.
Good defensive sequence that time. No breakdowns at all by USA.
Bitzer. A little too much dribbling. Had it knocked away from behind. Clever move by Jeff Britton on the open floor. Fox, some contact. The ball was out of bounds. Olivet incensed. They thought there was a foul on USA.
And for USA, 32, Zach
Now look at the ball handling right there.
Travis.
Number 11, Jeff Britton, setting that thing up. It didn't work out, but he is very good handling the basketball in the open court.
Looks like Tayshaun Prince. Olivet on a steal, getting it back. Bullet pass on the mark, but not able to be handled by the hurdling Carson Messenger.
That wasn't Britton's fault. That pass was right there on the money. Here comes the pass again. Britton seemingly everywhere, pass right there. And there's a little hurdle to avoid the scores table over there.
You know the old saying, don't hurt the messenger.
Yeah, right. Don't blame the messenger.
Bitzer had it blocked.
I think Bitzer's a little tired out there.
Cook for three.
Three
So
for
Steve Cook
23,
has 10.
Steve Cook.
I think
From
Jordan's
Bitzer.
forcing it a little bit.
I think he is, and I think he's a little winded. He's been asked to do a lot out there. Plus, he's guarding a pretty good ball handler in Britton. He's making him work.
Long bomb for Jeff Britton. He's got 14 now.
Fred, I'm sure he's
Jeff
tired
Britton.
because you notice he never was able to close on the shooter, the man he was guarding. Jordan Bitzer could use a rest.
It's back to 17. A little more than a minute to play in the third. Bitzer sizes up for a three ball.
Oh.
Yeah, that was definitely fatigue there. Just didn't get his legs into it.
Yeah, I'd take him out the rest of this quarter just to give him a blow, a little extra before the fourth quarter starts. You know you're going to need him in the fourth quarter, but you're going to need him fresh.
He's a very good shooter in the quarterfinal game against Detroit Community. I mean, he was knocking down trays well beyond the arc, and obviously Coach recognized he needs to give his star a little breather here. Pressure applied by Unionville-Sebewaing. Broken with a pass. Ryan Story on the floor for the green-clad Eagles. Zane Gay showing the ball handling skills. That's Ryan Story. Olivet may want to take the final shot of the quarter. Jeff Britton's had a solid game with 14. Story missed a three ball. Rebound, fought for inside. Fox. And Jason goes to the line looking for his first points. Last year, over 12,000 men and women answered the call to make the calls by becoming high school game officials. To you, we certainly say thank you for being involved in the educational process. And while many have answered the call, many more are still needed. If you would like to become a registered official, visit the MHSAA website at MHSAA.com.
Travis. For the Eagles, number 45, Mitch Parkinson. Also for the Eagles, 43, Joey Wilson.
22.7 to go in this third quarter. Bitzer returns.
Bitzer, one shot.
Jordan came in averaging 18 points a game. He's got 11, but nothing in this half. Sports medicine is what Jason Fox wouldn't mind getting into. Well, it helps when you're an athlete. You know about those aches and pains. 62-44. The turnover, Olivet with time. 3-on-3, stolen back by Travis. Good hustle by Lance.
USA should make sure this is the absolute last shot of this quarter coming.
Bitzer fights it off to Lance Travis. Hops inside with strike. Looking for a three-point play. Gotta like Lance Travis. He's a tough cat, boy. He's got 17. He'll look for 18.
When you can get the ball to him, he has been able to deliver, and all the time using that strength. Again, he bumps the defender, creates space, keeps his control and concentration. He has 17 points. He's having a very good game, and look at the shooting percentage.
And again, the Class C Football Player of the Year last fall for state champion Unionville-Sebewaing. Finished off the three-point play. 62-47, that helps the cause. Down to 15. And that'll finish 3/4 of basketball. Still plenty of time for the football champions to spring this upset. But Olivet wants to finish 28-0, but they still have another 8 minutes of business to tend to. Back with the fourth quarter, Class C on FSN Detroit. Well, Olivet, 8 minutes away from a championship, but you know down the stretch, Brian Dart, the head coach, will lean upon his star, Zane Gay.
He's invaluable to our team because he is that lone senior out there on the starting group who calms us down, who makes sure he gets all the extra rebounds. You don't worry about him making dumb plays, and they look at him for confidence. They really do.
Well, that's why the All-Stater is headed to Eastern Michigan. But on the questionnaire the players fill out, he was asked his proudest moment outside of basketball. He said, learning my new dance moves.
I saw that. I'd like to see them. Maybe we'll see them if things continue to go in the direction that they've gone.
He's also proud of his 3.5 grade point average, too, I'll bet. Got a sense of humor, obviously. Lance Travis was cut off. Long bomb three try, squirts out. Travis again, working hard, trying to carry his ball club in a comeback bid. Travis again, scores! He's got 20.
Strongest man on the floor.
And Olivet throws it away. Unionville-Sebewaing says, hey, we're fine. We can keep coming. It's down to 13.
Watch the strength inside of number 40, Lance Travis. Who's stronger? I don't see anyone. Brett, if they get this thing down under 10, you're going to see a surge in that crowd over there, and certainly from the players. And remember, you got a fresh Jordan Bitzer out there. Maybe that can make a difference.
Plus, they've, of course, been down this road before. 12 of the 14 guys played on the Patriot Football Championship game as they beat favored St. Martin de Porres at the Silverdome en route to the Division VII Championship. And it's that tough football mentality that's got to come in handy in this moment. There you see Lance Travis holding the championship trophy, number 40. And now carrying the mail for his ball club in this comeback bid. And again, they were down by 10 with 3 minutes to play in the game against Detroit Community in the quarters and won. Cook to the hole. Steve makes it 62-51.
Well, for the first time in this game, they've got a mini surge going.
They pressure Olivet. Here comes post. Joe on the bounce feed, it was kicked. And Olivet will keep it.
Well, the good thing that time, they got pressure, nearly got a turnover, but then smartly and quickly got back down the floor so as not to give up anything easy under the basket. And if you're going to pressure, that's the way you have to do it. You don't want to give up easy stuff.
Bramer continues his battle with Lance Travis. Bramer with strength. I mean, these are just two smash-mouth football players in basketball uniforms just going mano a mano.
Travers his first 14th foul.
As I mentioned, an all-state football player, as was Lance Travis.
Just the first foul for Travis, and he's been involved in all kinds of contact in this game.
Bramer tries again. He's only a junior, so he'll be back for the Eagles. Don't forget the Class A finale at 4 o'clock. Holt and Romulus. Romulus hasn't won a championship since the days at Terry Mills. Down the floor. Post tried to keep it alive. And apparently he does. No, it's going to be Unionville-Sebewaing basketball. Patriots on the inbound.
Chance for a 10 or a 9-point deficit right here.
Oh, they're right here. Travis in the post. Give it back to Bitzer, a bobble. Otherwise, he had a layup. USA has turned up the pressure. Bramer backs it up. Travis has to come out. Bramer may want to take him now. Here he goes. Good catch by Gay. The bump and a foul. It's on Cook. Third foul on Steve Cook.
USA foul 23. Cook his third. 15th foul.
Fred,
Common foul.
Gay has a handle. Check this out. Knocked off his feet. Little Harlem Globetrotter act there. Never lost control of the ball.
You know, at 6'4", he'll handle the ball a lot at the Division I level. Probably as a 2 guard. Bramer sizing up Travis. Bramer faces, scores.
Oh my goodness.
Cam Bramer with 22.
21, Cam Bramer.
Olivet needed that bucket. 65-51.
Yeah, just to stem the tide for a moment. But you can see the momentum starting to favor the white jerseys.
Bitzer comes back. You see, he was a little more under control as he measured the defense there. And if he gets hot, Unionville-Sebewaing can be right back in this thing. And they're within 12 as it is. Zane Gay hops inside, had it partially blocked. He's been stymied the last 4 or 5 shots. 5.5 left. Bramer had it knocked away from behind by Bitzer. The old schoolyard play worked. Here comes Cook. And a reach-in foul, Olivet. The surge continues for the red, white, and blue.
At some point, Unionville-Sebewaing has to break the 10-point barrier. And here's a golden opportunity to do it. You can't keep coming down squandering these chances.
Third foul assessed to Jeff Britton.
And for the Patriots, 11 Justin, 20 Richardson.
This is Bitzer's time. Goes baseline. Threw it to Travis. Too hot to handle. Good hustle to keep the possession alive. Lance Travis has been a savior here. Hops inside again. Up fake. And a score! Lance Travis with 22. Bramer tries to beat him. No one a leaner. Out of bounds to Olivet.
Well, it hasn't been this close in a long time, and you can sense, that winner's mentality coming out in USA right now. And Travis, hip hopping and delivering.
Fox misfires. Rebound Zane Gay. He's got 2,000 career points.
33, Escobar Zane Gay.
67-55. Bitzer the pull-up. Off-balance shot doesn't go. Travis gets it off the loose ball tip and a foul inside. Gonna go against Olivet. Good job on the back tap by Steve Cook. Knew he couldn't get it, but he tipped it to Travis.
Cam Bramer, his 4th.
Bramer picks up his 4th foul. That's certainly cause for concern on the Eagle side.
That is huge. That is very big. And, now will Brian Dart leave him in the game? Or will he take him out for a couple of minutes?
4.5 left. And a chance for Unionville-Sebewaing to get it to 10. If Bramer stays on the floor, he's going to have to keep his hands in his pocket for a little bit. We'll return to the Breslin Center in a moment. Unionville-Sebewaing continuing to make the comeback big. 67-55, Unionville-Sebewaing within a dozen. They've been down by as many as 19, and Jordan Bitzer, their football quarterback, leading this comeback along with Lance Travis.
Yeah, he got that little knock away from behind and then delivers right down the lane. Notice this time, no floating, just straight up. Don't want to pick up another foul. Nice play by Jordan Bitzer. Straight up, nothing but the bottom. That got him to within 10. There he got the big block. The kid's a winner. I mean, he's out there doing everything he can so that his team does not give up on this comeback effort.
He also plays baseball for the Patriots, but his love, if truth be known, is on the basketball floor. Off the turnover, though, here comes Olivet. Nice dish off, and now the Eagles go to work. Zane Gay inside.
33.
You know what, Fred? They're in no hurry yet. They're still attacking, but picking their spots.
From the corner. 3 ball is short. Here come the Eagles.
Tell you what, they've had an answer. They have had an answer practically this entire game when USA tries to get a run going on them.
You notice they put the ball in their stars' hands. Zane Gay, Fox with it, almost walked. USA crowd thought there was a travel.
Notice how Gay gets rid of the ball before the double gets there. He doesn't let it get in front of him and form heavily, and now he's trying to pass out of it. He gets rid of it before it gets there, and that helps him.
Britton from the corner. Rattled out the three. Bitzer starts to break himself off the rebound. Time is of the essence for these guys. Travis found the open man. Steve Cook rimmed out a three. Rebound Gay in heavy traffic.
Could have used that one. That would have got it to 11.
Richardson hawking Gay, who kept his composure. And a 20-second timeout for Coach Dart.
Timeout, Olivet, full timeout.
I'm sure the 3:03 seems like an eternity for Olivet.
Here, I want you to watch. You would think that they were pulling it out, Olivet, to work the clock, but no. The avenue opened up, and Gay smartly took the avenue. You know, you go into what is almost called a 75% offense. In other words, you spread the floor, you move the ball, you milk the clock. But if you can get a 75% shot, then you go for it. And I think a layup might even be better than 75% for a guy like Zane Gay.
Zane averaged 27 points a game as a junior, 22 this year.
High school sports, it's about team.
Well, the playoff run for the Eagles of Olivet, winning fairly handily and then getting some tougher competition, knocking off Shelby by 8 in a very high-scoring game in the quarterfinals. Then they dispatched Albion a couple of days ago here at the Breslin Center by 16. Came in at 27-0. The last 2 years, they are 50-3. And again, they've never won a basketball state championship.
3-0-3 away.
The moms and dads a little nervous right now with just over 3 minutes left. They've watched this Unionville-Sebewaing comeback. Bramer inside. And it partially blocked, but there's some contact. And Cam Bramer is going to shoot twice.
Patriots foul Bitzer, his fourth.
Cam's only 6'1", but he plays a lot bigger than that, doesn't he?
He really does, and he doesn't mind taking the big shot. You know, I think, you know, what this could possibly come down to is the fact that, you know, while you had two very good teams matched up against each other here, and both liking to play the same style, up-tempo, the fact that Olivet had Zane Gay and Cam Bramer could possibly mean the difference.
Yeah, they combined for 47 points so far. Ball was kicked. As I mentioned earlier, they had 73 points combined in the quarterfinal victory.
Two bona fide stars, without a doubt.
At the high school level, that many times is the difference. Travis off his own foot, over and back. So Olivet will get it. Now I would imagine the Eagles will really take the air out of the ball.
Certainly no need to rush.
That's 20 turnovers for Unionville-Sebewaing. Gay on the catch. Wisely gave it up. Bramer didn't force the issue either.
Talked a moment ago about Guy not getting doubled. Very few of them allow a double team to form around the ball handler.
They're just a well-coached basketball team. Bramer backs it up. Britt inside to Fox. Didn't need the shot, he knew it. Reach in foul, Unionville-Sebewaing. And to the line.
Patriot foul 23.
The redhead, Jason Fox.
17th foul.
Cook picked up his fourth foul.
Bonus on for Olivet at the line. Fox.
Some disappointment right now on the USA side with 2:08 left.
Yeah, acceptance starting to creep in as you know, they may not be able to get this done today.
He gets a bonus.
Now they'll bring some of the other guys off the bench so that they can at least get a feel, a taste of championship day.
Grand Rapids South Christian a year ago won a football basketball championship double in the same school year. It's only been done 4 times in state history. Country Day from Birmingham did it in the mid-90s. Ball is short, rebound Zane Gay. Under 2 minutes to go. Gay's got 9 boards. And now the Olivet crowd sensing school history. Standing ovation from the green and white in the house of green and white.
25, Aaron Poole. And for the Eagles, 25, Carson Messenger. Out for the Patriots, number 40, Lance Travis.
And now both coaches getting some substitutes in.
31, Ryan Story.
Lance Travis sits down.
11, Jeff
Great game,
Britton.
young man. 22 points. And the Eagles will continue to work the clock.
They're going to miss this guy right here.
Oh. Olivet's loss and Eastern Michigan's gain. He'll be playing in the MAC next year.
USA foul
Bitzer
number 5.
will be back for his senior year.
5th foul on Bitzer. 18th
Zane
foul.
Gay will step to the line for 2.
Well, fortunately, they got Bramer coming back.
And for the
Wants to
Patriots,
own a
number
casino, he said.
10, Jared Fisher.
Smart kid. He'll look to make it a 19-point lead. I don't imagine you put down a casino owner as your career aspiration.
I'm
in
wondering if I've ever heard of that one before. Casino owner.
Well, the way of life, of course, in the city of Detroit, so you weren't exposed to that. So the benches will become emptied here.
And for Jordan Bitzer.
Last time I looked, casinos,
Kendall
they
Kemp.
usually come out on top.
And for Olivet, 43,
Jordan
Joe
Bitzer
Wilson.
comes
For
out.
21, Cam Bramer.
And Cam Bramer.
At the line, Zane Gay.
Well, they certainly loved his first
One
quarter.
shot,
Cam had
one
14
song.
points, and he really got
He
the
gets
Eagles
the
going.
bonus.
And Zane Gay makes it 74-55, and he will come out for the final time as an Olivet Eagle.
Zane Gay.
Going to come out a champion. That's got to be nice.
So the little college town giving way to some high school hoops here. (74-55) Olivet. Ryan Dart, the head coach, was here in '89 in the semis when he played high school in the UP. So what a thrill it must be for him to watch his Eagles win the state championship. And a foul, Unionville-Sebewaing.
Hey, USA is to be applauded. I mean, they tried, as game as they were, to try to get back into this game in the second half, could only get back to within 10. I think when it's all said and done, all would agree, they were defeated today, Fred, by a solid basketball team, a team that wouldn't have lost to very many teams today.
Coach Dart continues to pull his regulars off the floor so they can receive the accolades. Fox comes off. And Jason feeling that state title trophy just around the corner.
It's going to be 28 straight wins and 0 losses.
And that's even more amazing to have a perfect season to top off the championship. Every Thursday night during the season, this team would meet at a player's home to have dinner. Well, next Thursday, there'll be a big old championship trophy sitting right as a centerpiece.
Kendall Kemp, one shot, bonus on.
40 seconds to go. And Kendall Kemp at the line for Unionville-Sebewaing. Ball went on to bounds on the sideline. So 26 seconds to play. This shot. And Olivet comes down with a rebound, and they can dribble out the clock.
History.
The town of Olivet stands as one. The first ever basketball championship. Let the celebration begin.
Final score. Eagles of Olivet High School, 74. The Patriots of Unionville-Sebewaing High School, Area High School, 55.
That's called wire to wire. Cam Bramer got him started, scoring the first 6 points for his team. And Unionville-Sebewaing has to accept the runner-up trophy to go with the football championship. And you better believe it, 28-0, a perfect season for the Eagles. We'll be back to enjoy and eavesdrop on the championship trophy celebration. Don't go away. Well, Olivet certainly earned the championship hardware in Class C with a tremendous performance. Unionville-Sebewaing cut it to 10 in the fourth quarter, but couldn't get over the hump.
Too much of a pace set by the fast-running Olivet Eagles. I just thought they were tremendous with their pressure, able to score easy buckets, shoot a high percentage all night. Zane Gay was fantastic, as was Cam Bramer. But they were a team. They had so many guys who were contributors in this effort.
And look at Brian Dart. You think he isn't fired up? The happy championship huddle of the Olivet Eagles. 2 more games, 2 more championship celebrations to enjoy in FSN Detroit. Our next game is at 4 p.m. with the Class A title game featuring Holt and some more Eagles from Romulus. Now from our partner Greg Kelster, I'm Fred McLeod saying so long from the Breslin Center on the campus of MSU, where the final score reads Olivet 74, Unionville-Sebewaing 55. You've been watching high school basketball on FSN Detroit, where you can see the Detroit Sports Report tonight following college hockey. Goodbye for now from East Lansing.
Number 10, Jared Fisher. Number 15, Jordan Sharp. #21, Kendall Kemp. #25, Aaron Cool. 32, Zach Retzler. 33, Jake Schultz. 35, Zach Harris. 44, David Kingsley. And the starters, number 5, Jordan Bitzer. 11, Justin Johnson. 20, Kyle Richardson. 23, Steve Cook. 40, Lance Travis. And accepting the runner-up trophy in Class C, Coach Mark Gameforth. Congratulations to the Patriots of Unionville-Sebewaing Area High School on an outstanding season. And now for the 2005 Michigan High School Athletic Association Class C champion, the Eagles of Olivet High School. First, we will present the individual medals. Number 25, Carson Messenger. Number 31, Ryan Story. Dustin Campbell. 43, Joey Wilson. 45, Mitch Parkinson. 55, Kyle Messenger. And the starters, 11, Jeff Britton. 13, Joe Post. 15, Jason Fox. 21, Cam Bramer. And number 33, Zane Gray. And accepting the championship trophy, Coach Brian Dowd. Congratulations to the Eagles of High School, the 2005 Class C Boys Basketball Champions. Like to remind fans who are leaving us, you can make your team at the south end of the building by exiting through gates B and C. Fans who are leaving us at this time, you can meet your team at the south end of the building by exiting through gates B and C. At this time,